Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to another live video. It's your girl, Anissa Bell Rose. Happy Friday, one and all. Member shout out goes to Angela and Yvonne Wallace. Big up to all my moderators from Miss Winnie right back. Thanks for the continued support. I have to start off my videos with a heart full of gratitude. And I must say, thanks be to the Almighty for waking us up this morning, for giving us yet another chance. We are not worthy of it, but because of His grace and mercy, I just want to say thanks be to God. But nevertheless, the topic at hand right now, story coming to bump. And I would love for y'all to like and share out this live video. Like and share out the live video. Because coming up in this one, it seems as if this government, Andrew Holness, is basically on bended knees. As well as Ian Eels run out by Matthew Samuda. Ian Eels, the performer. Him call himself the performer. And we know that he is the opposition spokesperson on water. As well as the prophet Mark Stewart with a word. You know, he has basically gone viral many times for the sound bites and for the messages that he has been putting forward. And he, like Peter Chambers and a few other pastors, letting us know that they cannot be bought. They don't see which government, which politician to come and buy them out. And like many of us, we cannot be bought. So when we come out with the truth and we come out with the message for the Jamaican people to hear, we hear say Mark Gold in a pay way. We hear say we depend the PNP payroll. We hearing all kind of things. But guess what? We will not be distracted. We will not be deterred from bringing the message to the people. Because as I stated, it's basically on the runway. And we see them coming with many distractions and we will not be distracted. So Jamaican people, well-thinking Jamaicans, ABR family and viewers, now is not the time to be distracted. We are in a pivotal, a very important moment in time when it comes to our democracy, when it comes to our leadership, when it comes to accountability, when it comes to integrity. We are at a pivotal role. And so it is getting down to the wire where we know that this 2025 is the year for our general election. We don't care where Marlene Mala who, Marlene Mala shoe, or Marlene Mala shoes. We don't care what she want to say. The Constitution governs the land and we're working with what the Constitution says. It's not any fault of ours why there is not a fixed election date. We were looking for that from this Prime Minister in the first 100 days that he had promised the nation when he took office. That he don't make promises, he makes commitment. And up to today, so Marlene Malahu or Marlene Mala shows, we don't want to hear nothing from you. You cannot distract us. You cannot deter us from speaking and letting the Jamaican people know what time is it. I just want to say big ups to Pelps, Yvonne Riley, Novlet Williams, Colin Linton, Donna Fraser, my dear sis Pat W. Big up on yourself. Thanks for joining the live. Silent watchers, big up on yourself. Just the same as y'all come on this live. Please to like and share out the live. Now, kicking off this first segment, as I stated, they are catching at straw, and they say a drowning man catch it at straw. And we're seeing that with this Jamaica Labour Party, this Andrew Holness-led government. Them trying all kind of way to win the battle of the people's mind. But right now, the people them show them say, yo, them done with them. Too much lies upon lies. No accountability, no integrity. And we see he stood in our parliament for 5 hours and counting. And he spoke one whole heap of lies. The most important issues that they were supposed to speak to the nation about, he didn't address in that 5 hours long. I was seeing them rolling out a few goodies trying to buy out the people them. And for far too long now, the operators, the taxi operators have been crying out. And they have been, you know, coming against this government with the whole heap of taxes that they have basically placed on them. A whole heap of fines. If you have your phone by your lap, it's not being used, you are fined. Merits taken off of their license. They charge them, they fine them for not having in child seat, car seats in them vehicles. And we're seeing the whole ruckus that caused. And so they rolled out that they want to collect $1 billion in this fiscal year from motorists alone. And after he spoke in Parliament in his budget presentation for 5 hours and counting, we see him talk about him roll out fitness this and fitness that, and 5 years he's giving for new vehicles, and him roll out some things trying to buy or to win over but the motorists were basically the people them done with you. Pan vehicles older than 10 years old. And he knows that he's gonna have to amend the law for all of that. And in some of what he rolled out, they were already in the Road Traffic Act. And so all of a sudden, I was sent this video of the Prime Minister talking about they're gonna basically change up some policies and remove the whole phone on lap and full phone on the dashboard to give the motorists a little ease. I mean, I'm going to hear it for yourself and tell me one thing, because no motorists, no taxi operator enough for vote back this government at no point in time. I seen a ticket the other day where a motorist was charged, fined basically, for eating a sandwich. Can you imagine? Fine. And we see a minister break with stoplight. Break a stoplight, and when him done, him come back, come tell we say the stoplight malfunction. And the person who was behind him videoing it, the stoplight was working quite fine. But here when him come with now, trying to win over the taxi operators. But this is not enough. Too little, too late.
This evening, motorists who mount phones on dashboards will cease being liable for tickets by traffic police. Amid increased public outcry about unfair tickets, the JCF High Command has issued new directives to members that phones must be in hand for drivers to be ticketed. Now, the issue was among several matters discussed at the latest meeting of the National Security Council. Giovanni Dennis reports.
Now, currently
under the Road Traffic Act, if you're fully seen right here mounted like this one or any other kind of something on your dashboard in your vehicle, you are liable for a ticket under the Road Traffic Act. Also, if your phone is in your lap like this one right here, you're also liable for a ticket. However, all of that is about to change.
Following a meeting of the National Security Council, where we were briefed by the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology on emerging issues with regards to the implementation and enforcement of the current Road Traffic Act. The JCF, the Jamaican Constabulary Force, has issued new directives to its members guiding the prosecution of offences of using electronic devices, including cell phones, whilst driving. These directives clarify that the device must be observed in the hands of the motorist.
The change comes amid growing complaints by motorists about being ticketed for having a mobile phone in their lap or having a device mounted on dashboards. The offence attracts a $10,000 fine under the new Act. Other traffic-related issues discussed at today's meeting include the exemption of public passenger vehicle operators from the prescribed child restraint system and the renewal of a driver's license for persons 70 and over, the reduction of the demerit point system for some offences, and the designation of school safety zones. There are also considerations to temporarily suspend the enforcement of some offences from the traffic ticket management system until full support mechanisms are in place. Final deliberations of the amendments will be undertaken by a committee.
So in hear that to all the motorists, they're saying they're changing up some of the policies as it pertains to cell phone. Trying to win over the motorists. And because of what they had reinforced back then, they collected how much in tax. Last year alone, I believe, in a 6-day span, the amount of tickets where them give out amounted to 30-odd million Jamaican dollars. 30-odd million Jamaican dollars. But because them say look grim pan for them side, the Jamaican people done with you know. The well-thinking Jamaicans done with you know. So them a try every way, shape and form for hold on to the leadership, for hold on to power. And the major source that's affecting our island, they fail to address it. The deterioration, the crisis that our healthcare system is in, they are not addressing that. The high levels of crime and violence, when he said that, we could have slept with our doors and our windows open. The high levels of corruption, 66% of our people says that this current administration is more corrupt than any other. Corrupt than in the last 5 years. But at every given time, we're seeing them running out, trying to distract us with lies. And no matter how them run out with the lies, we are here. Because as Colin Bell said, this year Prime Minister is still living in an analog. Him still a living in an analog days. And him no know say technology has advanced. And we have the tapes them to remind him since him forget. Or since him a play fool for catch wise, we have the tapes them to remind him of what he said when he was in opposition. We have the tapes to remind him of what he said when he took office. And we are going to roll out the tapes them every chance we get. Big up yourself, Una, Delroy, Mavis, Amoy, Kevin Blair, Georgia Anderson, Outer Many, big up yourself. David, JC, big up yourself. We are bringing the truth We're not battling for the people's mind. Because God's supposed to control our mind. And mankind not supposed to battle for our mind. We are battling for the truth, and we're going to bring the truth to the people. Now, ABR family, you remember when this video was circulating on social media about the whole visit and the water rollout in the Mason Hall area? May I play back this little clip for refresh on the memory of what this resident in the area, videotaped and sent out.
After the Prime Minister come up here on, I'm listening now once the water run. As the Prime Minister left and take them back the water. What kind of trick this? Take them back the water. What kind of trick this? What kind of trick this? After the Prime Minister come up here on, I'm listening now once the water run.
So after that video was made viral, and a PNP video it, and a PNP supporters video it, is a Jamaican citizen video this and sent it out. And many of us highlighted it, and we are saying, but the truth of the matter is that, as you said, out of many, no more elections shouldn't be won on water and roads. Once the people elect a representative to represent them not supposed to come back in a 2025 and run no campaign for water and roads, when that is supposed to be given to the people. The people in want road for drive and walk on. The people in want water to do them daily activity. Water is life. So no government who has been in power for 90 years should not be campaigning on water and roads. The people must have that at their disposal. The people must always have water and roads. And so we say, the Prime Minister never come out himself. Him send out him little brother Matthew. And we say so, and him say him little brother. And Matthew come and Matthew dip up on the PNP them and Matthew talk up. And Matthew say a fake news, and Matthew say they plan to give water to 1,100 residents and that the people them must come and register. May I make you hear what Matthew say again?
It is very unfortunate that these PNP mischief makers, who had decades to do right by the people of Mason Hall, have chosen to pour cold water on a project that will give 1,100 persons water in their homes. Now, what's interesting is that it is this administration that has laid the pipes. It is this administration that has phased the project and says this is the end of phase 1 that will ensure the entire area of Mason Hall, Kidland, gets water. What you saw yesterday is the beginning of a new era for Mason Hall. Go in and sign up for your water. But ignore these mischief makers, because these are the same mischief makers that never gave Wentworth water. We did. These are the same mischief makers that didn't correct the issues in Gale. It is this administration that will do so with a new 6-inch ductile iron. This is the same set of mischief makers that built houses in Eden Park, gave these houses to residents of St. Mary, and didn't run pipes and connect them with water. Very sad. But it is this administration that in weeks will break ground to give the people of Eden Park water in their homes, as we have given water to the community of Mason Hall. Now, when we commission systems, after we've done the testing, after we've ensured that everything is fine, after we're ready to bring customers online, we always do a ceremonial system. We don't go into people's yards, we don't go into their business place. We set up something on the road to be able to show that the lines are charged with water. That is what we did yesterday. The NWC no longer installs standpipes. We're in the business of putting water in people's homes and businesses, not just simply putting it in the center of a community. So when we do commissionings, we do two things. We either use a fire hydrant or we set up a temporary system on the roadside that allows the entire community to come and see that water is indeed in their lines. We showed very clearly yesterday that water is in the lines, the system is charged and is ready for the residents of Mason Hall. Now it's time for you to sign up with NWC to get your meter, get your account and get your water in your house. Either meet us at 22 Senate Drive at the NWC offices in Port Maria, or you can join us on April the 3rd, Thursday, this coming Thursday, in Mason Hall to sign up for your accounts. It's your time now to have water in your house. Pipes are there, we're ready for you. Just come and sign up. They are not like us. We are not like them. We give people water, we invest in Jamaica, we choose water for Jamaica, and this administration chooses Jamaica.
But before I continue, and I should have stated this back then when I originally played this video on a previous live. The people them send me to you, Matthew. Them want to see evidence of you renouncing your British citizenship. So while you're running out to tell us that PNP are mischief makers and that you lay the pipes, we want to see what's up with your renunciation. The people them send me to you for a long time to tell you that. But let us continue. I was looking out for something from the People's National Party as it pertains to this. And I might have never mentioned it on a video or on a live, but me that look out for Ian Hayles. And Ian Hayles found his way, my people. Down a Mason Hall. I am about to show you two videos from Ian Hayles, giving us an update on this water saga in Mason Hall. And he titled it Special Update, but I think he should have said Special Update.
I'm in Mason Hall today, and my name is the opposition spokesman on water. So I'm at the Mason Hall project, as you can see behind me, the sign. And this water supply scheme was commissioned to give anywhere between 900 and 1,200 citizens of Mason Hall water. Now, to tell you what I just went to show you. So you have 1,000 gallon tank here, and a lot of you at home have your tanks. You know that 1,000 gallon tank cannot give 1,200 citizens water. You know, say everybody knows that. So we are here, and I'm here with Comrade Woodbine, the next member of Parliament for Western St. Mary. And look, the announcement that were made was that 1,200 citizens can go to bed, take a shower tonight and go to bed. And it is unfair to tell 1,200 citizens of Jamaica, of Western St. Mary, that they can go to bed and have water, but there's no pipe in the yard for water to be in the yard, number one. And number two is, no pipe no run on the road to carry water to the yard. So therefore, you have some problems. So even if they run the pipe, there's no lateral, or you call it crossway pipe, to go in the yard so you can get the water. But I go back again. for 1,000 gallon tank cannot give 1,200 citizens water. And don't get me wrong, you know. Jesus had fish and a couple loaves of bread and he fed the multitude. But, and I believe in faith, I'm a faithful man, but for 1,000 gallon tank can't give 1,200 citizens water. So I'm here today with Comrade Woodbine to take a look at the Mason Hall project and to have a conversation that under the next People's National Party government, how we will find the water, because the water is here for the citizens, and how we will ensure that we are honest with the people in giving them the water. So, brethren, thanks for inviting me here.
Yes, yeah.
How you feel about this though? I mean, you can't go through and tell me how, what you used to do before all of this, because I know you run pipeline.
Yes.
Basically, I did almost 30 years in construction industry, and I've laid hundreds of kilometers of water. And we're saying that we totally agree with this project. One may solve from water, but this is not how it's done, right? And I think the Prime Minister and the Member of Parliament misled the people of Mason Hall. Because what they did is that they told us that water was in the pipe. And I'm sure that I walked this pipeline right across, and there's no access to the pipeline for the residents.
So let me ask you a question. So if I drive to Mason Hall and any other going, is there one pipe where the people can turn on water?
Not even one. Yeah, not even one.
So if we drive to check 1,200 residents, not one house may have a pipe in there where we can turn on.
There's no access to the line for the residents. And the left hand side of the road or the right hand side of the road.
So therefore then, 1,200 people can't take a shower from it was announced.
Not even 10. Yeah.
All right, so here, may I just go check with some of the houses them and just find out if they have pipe. Because you know what they're going to come back and say, they're going to say, well, if you apply, we will end up giving you run the pipe in your yard if you apply. But remember, you know, they made the statement that 1,200 citizens will be able to take a shower. So we'll drive to Mason Hall and say 1,200 people can really take a shower.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Y'all get no water in your yard? How you get water? So I buy water? You have to buy water. Wow. And you live right beside the pumping station? Alright. Thank you. We are welcome.
So there's no connection from the line to your house.
Water from down there, sir.
So Matthew run out big and strong. When you see the digging up of the roads, when you see a pipe in there, when you see the digging up of the roads, y'all see any pipes there? Blessings again, Miss Winnie. Bless up Chelsea. Immigration. Georgia Anderson says he can't give up his citizenship for England, but he can in Jamaica. He was born in England. He can voluntarily give up his citizenship, Georgia. He can. But may I make you hear some more?
If you're getting water from down there. So you're not getting any water from the tanks them down here, sir? Eh?
No water at all.
You're not getting none.
If you don't pay me to water, I will fall in water.
Well, this is This is the 10th house we have come to find out if you're getting water in Mason Hall. You know what I'm getting on? A buy have to buy.
Yeah. I've been saying that Economist has straight water. If you rain up all night, I'm not getting no water.
Oh, wow. All right, Auntie. Thank you. Yeah?
Okay, sir.
All right, good.
No, I only see it on videos. Only saw that on videos. Over the years, the constant trucking, you know, 6,000, you know, and you know, if you have a family of 5.
So a lie the residents them a tell when them say them nah no water in them pipe and them nah get no water from that initiative that this government say they put forward. A lie the residents them a tell when I said back then that a few persons reached out to me and told me that there's no water in them yard. They're not benefiting from whatever Matthew and the Prime Minister stated that was going to happen in Mason Hall. So who is getting the water from those 4 1,000-gallon tanks? Was it just merely the PR to just turn it on to connect whatever pipes they have at the time of the whole commission? To set it up, to link it to the tanks, to get the water to run, to show on a video. Is this another failure of this government to provide water for the residents, but running out to do a PR? When you hear it for yourself, Hayles call himself the performance man. He's the opposition spokesperson on water. And him never run out and just create a video. He went down to Mason Hall himself. You see the evidence right here on this video. He asked quite a few residents. Them nah get no water. That some of them don't even have pipe in their yard. A tanks, them have to buy water. Or if God bless and little rain fall and them catch up with them for catch up. So I lie the residents them a tell.
The election, shift everything, remove them out there, take out the cockroach, take out the thief, take out the criminal them. Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament, shift the election, shift everything, remove them out there, take out the cockroach, take out the thief, take out the criminal them, take out the thief them, take out the murderer them, take out the gang leader them.
And since you love run out so much, Matthew, we want you to run out on that video yeah. We want you to run out and come rebut that video here. Because we know say the Mason Hall residents them not tell a lie pound. The evidence is here. Video footage is here. So them now go run out on that one here. Me I go see if them liar than lie. Cause we know them lie now. And we know them love run out after and say the PNP desperate. And they find all kind of words. Them have some favorite words where them use. But at time now, Jamaica is waking up. The people are not sitting down and letting you fool them any longer. As the good book said, there's a time for everything. And on every day, the people them go farm fool and sit down and wait for you to come promise them water and road in order to gain them votes when you should have provide that. You're called to the job. You're elected to do the job of the people. Water and road should not be a campaign plan or strategy. So with all that being said, we wait and we see what more lies they're going to come to the people of Jamaica with. Big up yourself, member Angela, UB, comrade, big up yourself. Karen, big up yourself. And so we're going to move along a bit. I'm going to hear now from Prophet Mark Stewart. Who is always bringing the word to us. And some painting him as being political. They even paint Pastor Peter Chambers to be political. When you're not speaking in the lines of what they want to hear, they come against you, they say false prophet, them talk all kind of things. But hear this from Prophet Mark Stewart.
We're serious. We're patriotic. We're serious people. So we cannot be bought. So all of us are political and we cannot buy me. We can't get everything political. But there is something called patriotism. And I believe strongly that if Jamaica put this government and lead them in a third time, Jamaica is finished. But we also want to know what are the plans, what coming on the bandwagon and the wagons, and the jump and the chicken back and the goose laugh, and the chicken that not work. That can work in 2025. We, as 70% of people who have not gone to the polls, we want to know why we should get up and decide that we need to go here and reach change. Because we want to, if another 20 or 30% of Jamaicans decide to vote, decide done it. Because they're going to vote for change. Yes. And the leader of the opposition, they need to know that. The people who are undecided, they're not going to vote for what is happening now. And that's what is going on both sides. They are going to want to vote for change. So if they're going to vote for change, they're not going to vote for who is in power. Affecting negatively the life and livelihood of the people. They're going to get change. So if they're going to get a change, we want to know what the change is going to be. And if you are confident that the change that is going to happen is going to benefit the people of the country, then it's going to be one to do. It's not going to be hard, because there's a 70% of the year who has not put their finger to link for how many years now? How many elections? The government did not win the election. They got it. None of the last election was won by the government. It was bought, paid for cash. Yeah. I have people in Manchester when the bricks came to travel, even the police, they're afraid to break. Jesus Christ. Manchester did it. Yes. And I understand that process. Yes. When the Can't. When the money arrived in Manchester, even the very police them afraid to move with it. Yeah, to pay the people in Manchester. My youth, the last election was not won, it was bought. So this is why
So y'all heard that? The last election wasn't won. It was bought. Class prefect? Yes. My mic is on, so if you're hearing it echo when I'm playing the audios, I'm unable to turn off the mic. I'm still learning this streaming app. I'm still teaching myself how to use it. But if I turn off the mic, you might hear it clearly. But then again, I'll have to bring up each time, bringing up the streaming app. I don't know how to do it without bringing up the streaming app on the screen. So that is my issue there. Yes, there's a mic on, but I'm unable to turn it off. So sorry about that. I figured it out from a few lives ago, where someone pointed it out to me saying that it was echoing. And then I realized that it's the mic being on. That's why. So thank you for that. But y'all heard whatever you could hear from that audio. The last election wasn't won fair and square. The fresh money, where them did I talk about, the new money. And many are speculating that during that time it was, you've seen bold money from SSL where them never invest. According to media sources where behave as if them have the Kroll report coming out, leaking, the JLPFM leaking a few bits and pieces to say that the man's money was not invested. But that doesn't mean that it never touched SSL. Or that doesn't mean that SSL never get the money. Them just never invest it as how them supposed to. Wrap it up and use it to their liking. And so, as I always been saying, you have to vote on plans and policies. Not a belly full. Not 25,000 we are roll out now. Not 30,000, not 50 chickens. Not 100 chicken. We say J.C. Hutchinson did disrespect the people them over St. Elizabeth there. And say them ungrateful. And that you know what? For them go on one little belly full and then little later, when them now work as how you employ them for work, them tell you say you ungrateful. Imagine that. Same feed them and give them $5,000 and them get them box food. But yet still the people speak out because they're not pleased with the neglect that he have neglected them and the roads and all of that in the constituency. But yet still he ran out to say that they are ungrateful. But Mark Stewart also touched on plans of the People's National Party and stated that the people will go out and vote for that change. But the plans and policies is still asking what are the plans. When Mark Golding has rolled out, and I will continue to say, a splendid budget presentation. Nobody not supposed to depend on a fence now. Nobody not supposed to undecided now. When Mark Golding has laid out plans and policies, not just for the elites, not just for those in the upper echelon, but even the people in low socioeconomic background, even the people in the grassroots area. He spoke on agriculture, and I'm not going to read out all of this. Who never catch it from before, who go and listen to his budget presentation. And we know that he did not lay out all of his plans and policies right there. Whether they want to wait for the parliament to dissolve in September or they want to call the election before, as soon as there's a date for the election, I know that the People's National Party will roll out their manifesto. And so if you're still on the fence, you shouldn't be on the fence with all that is going on under this current government. We see the change that is coming. We see the plans for the change that the Mark Golding-led administration is planning to bring to the people. He has to plan. Remember, he is not in government as yet. He does not hold the public purse. So his plans and policies has to be a promise until he is given the chance, just like how Una did give Andrew Holness the chance. And after 9 years, he's still blaming a People's National Party administration. After 9 years, he's still talking about the 90s, where him reaped greatly in the 90s. But because he wants to confuse the people, he totally erased the 80s from out of his mind. He's not addressing corruption issues. He's not addressing the deterioration of our healthcare system. He's not addressing the high levels of crime and violence. But yet still he continues to speak about the 90s. Selective memory. But now is not the time, as I stated, to be on the fence. It's either you're saying integrity or you're saying corruption. And you cannot pick the two. You have to be on one side. We are on the runway right now to this general election. So there's no time for mixed signals or mixed messages. The message from the People's National Party, the president, the leader, Mark Jefferson Golding, was clear as mud, as we would say back in our time when I was in midwifery school. Clear as mud. It was understood from the lowest level up until the highest level. Every piece of information and plans and policy that he laid out was understood. We don't need for guess and spell. We don't need for wonder what he mean when he say they're gonna stand up with the farmers, agriculture and food security for our people of Jamaica. See it there? See it there? When CARICOM laid out the 25% reduction within 5 years, so they stated back in 2020, they would have reduced the food importation bill 25% in 5 years, so 25% by 2025. So they would have phased it out by 5% each year. But what did this government do? Our importation bill increased by 70%. So them sure we say them now look out for our farmers, this is current administration here. When they did not, even the president of the Jamaica Agriculture Society, Mr. Lenworth, saying that they weren't aware at the time of this 25% by 2025. And instead of the importation bill cut down, it was raised up to 70% from 2016 till now. So do we want Eyeglass to see the change? We don't want no glasses to see the change. We don't want no glasses to see the change. And all the sectors that heard about these plans and policies that the People's National Party roll out fully endorses them. The micro, small and medium enterprises, them roll it out. The PNP will help small businesses, medium-sized businesses. They're looking out for our senior citizens. Where affiliates of this government is ridiculing, talking about with senior citizens, them sick, lame and lazy. And we see the People's National Party rolling out a flat water rate for senior citizens. Who truly cares for the people? Who truly has the people's interest at heart? See it here, Jamaica. It's right on the screen right here, so. A People's National Party under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golding wants to strengthen our culture and creative industry for export and growth. This current government was riding off of the bounce back from the COVID-19 and talking about growth and talking about they're doing well and economy is doing well. And when they bounce back from COVID, phase off or taper off, what do we see? Not even 1% growth. In the last quarter, 0.8% growth. That is nothing for them to gloat about. That is nothing for them to praise themselves about. The People's National Party plans to establish a 1 billion creative economic support fund to push our culture, to further push our culture. Jamaica is known for our food, our culture. All heap of people want to come to Jamaica for our food and our culture and forget a taste of our sunshine, our waters. We've seen this government selling properties and selling our beaches. We are not able to go on our beaches. Where else in the world, you can go. And investors coming in to invest in that particular country. And you hear say the beach sell. The beach that belongs to the people of the country. You hear say the property sell with the beach. What can go so? What can really go so? So the people them that are undecided, I am sure now, after you heard what the People's National Party brought out in this budget presentation, I am sure that a 20% and a 30% will not decide our leadership coming this general election. You have to open your eyes and open your ears. The Eels program, ensuring adequate sustenance for education. We pitney them cannot learn on hungry belly. A People's National Party under a Minister of Education that would be a Damian Crawford stated that they plan to give a meal, 1 meal in school for pitney them. And we hear the Labourites them running out saying that cannot work. But we have our politicians who got 200 and odd and 300% increase, still getting travel allowance, still getting meal allowance. So why can't they collect the taxes that's owed by them friends and come below and feed we pitney them? It can be done. It is workable. To kind of ease the burden of some of our parents, and enough of our parents cannot give the pitney them lunch money out of a $15,000 minimum wage per week. And if them did give them one free lunch at school, something will look appetizing, a balance with some vegetable, and we have the protein and we have the carbohydrates. Enough parents would have said, all right, we can't find the lunch money, at least you will get lunch. Go on, same way. See the bus fare, yeah. Everything are raise up. Everything raise up. What can a $15,000 per week do? Whether it is a nuclear family, whether it is a single parent household, what can that do? So providing lunch for pitney them, it can't work. When under this administration over a 4-year span, they collected $419 billion extra. No new tax. But the taxes that are already there have been increased under this government. So the money is there. When they are paying for unoccupied buildings with our taxpaying dollars, it can go toward feeding every single child. Not just 400,000 children, but every single child should be able to get a lunch at school. I am so passionate about this. When we hear people still saying what are the plans and policies of the People's National Party. See the plans and policies here. Open up on the eyes, do your own research to open up on the ears. The People's National Party have been talking, whether it's on their campaign, whether it's on a press conference, they have been talking. Why can't our children get a meal in school? Stop doing write-off on a friend them. Stop write-off them tax. And make them pay them taxes. One somebody can owe how much billions in taxes. But to find 10 billion to pay for 10 billion each year to give all our students a meal is a problem. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. When you have 360 billion each year as a discretionary fund, why can't you take 10 billion? All right, the 11.4 billion with them that take out our NHT and now build no affordable houses. Why never take that and feed the pitney them? That could have been used to feed the children them. A better economy. The PNP remains committed to education. Adjustment of student loan bureau payment terms. Them a look out for the college pitney them. We keep hearing Andrew Holness going back to the 90s when he was one of them who said that his parents could not afford to send him to college. But yet still he went due to the fact that this student loan that was set up under a People's National Party to cater to people from a lower socioeconomic background or for people who don't have the finances put on like that to want to help the children to further by getting that tertiary education. Andrew Holness went to college in the 90s. Back then in Manly time, a whole heap of people reach out to me and tell me, say, Manly make them go to college, at least one person per household did get a tertiary, free of cost. We know taxpayers' money and pay for it, yes? But them never have to take out nothing out of them pocket. How much people can go to college under your administration, Andrew Holness? What have you put in place? Him see the prices them now for go to college? How much people you send go to college? How much people, what you put in place to make them go to college? Removing the guarantors alone from the Student Loan Bureau is not enough. But him want to come confuse me and tell us about the 90s. If the 90s was so bad and so wicked and dreadful, oh, you finish college and ended up making so much money in the 90s. And you come out of college and did owe student loan. Answer that. So under the People's National Party, they will extend the post-graduation moratorium on student loan repayments by an additional 6 months, giving graduates more time to secure stable employment before they repay anything. And this is a very good initiative. This is a very good plan. Can you imagine you come out of college and as you jump in a job, so it might not even be something secure. Right off the bat, you have to start pay back a student loan. But under the People's National Party, them give you a 6 month span. So if you're done college today, you have up to 6 months to get it together and for start to pay. They will introduce a structured system allowing borrowers to renegotiate their repayment terms. What more do we want when you hear plans like this are roll out? What more do we want? Education and training. We see with teachers them migrate like crazy. We know the whole salary issue that what them have, amongst many other challenges. And under People's National Party, they will take decisive action to retain and empower our brightest and most dedicated Jamaicans in the teaching profession. They will ensure that teachers receive student debt reductions and motor vehicle concessions at levels that increase with their years of service in the profession. They will ensure that teachers benefit from enhanced access to NHT loans and are given priority in housing allocations in NHT finance schemes. They plan to roll out 50,000 houses, and they have our essential workers, they have our teachers, they have our nurses, they have our police officers and soldiers in their mind. This administration say that they would have rolled out 70,000 houses. How much out of that them bill? We know in the People's National Party to have always been walking the walk and talking the talk. Under People's National Party, they will remove all taxes on laptops and tablets for students and teachers. This make a whole heap of sense. If we want, we pick them to learn, and we want to retain with teachers, we have to treat them good. Education is key. When they plan to roll out to continue the initiative from back then, in Manly time, to give a degree per household, and it's something that we vote for. How much our parents have it to put on money for tertiary education? How much our parents have it? For buy we luxury this and buy we luxury that. Nothing we not come from the background where legacy and foundation set for we. And me always can tell this to people that the greatest thing, I grow in a household with mother and father. Married, I know what is love and I know what survival is. And no big house never put on for me. No legacy never put on for me. If you say, all right, when you reach certain age, this a portion here for you. The greatest thing, and I always tell people this, that my parents have given unto me, is the push and the will and to send me to school to get that education. And when I walked across to collect my diploma as a midwife, you know how proud my father was? You know how proud my family were? And we know say a good education can never decay. So if we don't invest in the future, and if we don't invest in education, $900 billion unaccounted for in our education sector. But they want to come and tell us that they deserve a third term and they have no integrity and they have no accountability. When we question them, we are meted with disrespect. The People's National Party will negotiate a package deal to provide teachers with free internet service as a tool of their trade. Mighty God, what more do we need to hear from the People's National Party? Well-thinking Jamaicans. And something them here we are roll out from the People's National Party that we should think on. These are plans and policies that will retain our teachers. Right? Housing for young people. This government here said that they would have provided, I believe, 10,000 houses for young people under the age of 35. How much young people have come across a video with a young lady on, I should have saved the video to play it so y'all can hear what she said. How much of the young people can afford a house? We're valuing 20 odd million. We're valuing 30 odd million, approaching 40 million. How much of them? Under this government. Only the creme de la creme, only the rich. And them rich people, them, will never work a day in them life, can afford the houses that are being built right now. But a People's National Party cares for the young people, looking out for the young people, them. We don't want to own a house too. Of course, I want to own a house. I am in this young people bracket, you know, and I would love to own a house. And the People's National Party government plans to create a special $1 billion for young owners deposit fund within the NHT. This will allow young people under the age of 35 years old who have contributed to the NHT for at least 2 years to access a 500,000 deposit grant. And we see them a try mix up the thing and a try confuse people. But as me say, it's not time for distraction. We can't make some little fool distract we. Because we're smarter than them. We're brighter than them. So we can't make them come distract we. And we're seeing Julian Robinson coming out and saying that it is not a loan, it is a grant. Young Jamaicans will now have the opportunity to apply for this grant and take a step closer to owning their homes. See the plans them here? And no matter how this current government talking about that they're going to increase the NHT loan from 7.5 million to $9 million. That alone under this government still couldn't buy a house. But what they could not top was this magnificent plan that was rolled out by Mark Jefferson Golding. And remember, me always say this, when I started this channel, I was neutral. But as the time goes by, I know which side I am on. I wouldn't need an eyeglass now to see which side me depend. But when Mark Golding rolled out this rent-to-own program, mighty God, I am fully on the PNP side. The rent-to-own program addresses significant barriers to home ownership in Jamaica, offering creative and practical solutions. The next PNP government will introduce rent-to-own to support people in the informal sector, those who are struggling to save for a house deposit. This government, no matter how much increase him can increase it, him couldn't top this. This, out of everything else that was outlined by the People's National Party, this is what grabbed me. Those earning in the informal economy will be able to move into an NHT house as tenants, paying a monthly rent equivalent to a mortgage payment. After demonstrating their ability to pay over a short period, they'll be eligible. They'll be fit for an NHT mortgage to buy the house. For those unable to save for a deposit, they can rent an NHT house, and a portion of their rent, 50 to 75%, will count towards the deposit. What more do we need from the People's National Party to see that they care for our people? I am not making this up. The information is at our disposal. If you can't read, you listen to it. If you listen to it and you understand, beg somebody explain it to you. I am giving it right here, so in the simplest form. Time come for not only the rich people them can own a house and own much thing. Look here. You so much houses and journalists have? You want one house too, like myself here. You want to be able to afford one house like myself here. If you don't mind sharp, and journalists goodly own a house in a heavy blasted parish. You want one house too? Come on, Jamaicans. Come on. Come on, Jamaicans. Me know no one house too. No time for mixed signals. It is clear as day. The tides have changed. Time come for a better Jamaica. Time come for leaders who will come to us with the truth and nothing but the stinking truth. As I heard back then when I was going to high school, a teacher said, kill me with the truth than suffocating me with lies. You know what is suffocation? Kill me right away with the truth. Nobody spare my feelings. Nobody say, oh, me can't handle the truth. Me want the truth. Give me the truth. Right there and then. No go round the corner and a beat round the bush with me. Me's a straightforward woman. So me love when people straightforward with me too. Well, when the truth hurts, give me the truth. Leave me with the option for say, boy, you know, say. Me never did I look upon it that way, but a true ya talk. Or give me the option for say, boy, it hurt me, but at least the person tell me the truth. More than you come with your mouth full of lies. What would Granny say? Every liar is a blasted thief. I would know we are not perfect. And we all have, told some little white lie. But when you're constantly a lie, all when time we know the truth, and you're looking at our face and I tell with the lie. Mighty God. Look what them do to the icon Usain Bolt. Look what has happened. And they're silent. Silent. We need another message from Usain. When we see Usain come out and take a stance like this, we have to read between the lines. Time come, time has fully come. ABR family, may I open the phone lines? Anybody wants to chime in? Can do so. WhatsApp call only. Blessed morning, alive.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right.
And good morning to everyone. I won't be long. Just two things I'm saying. Andrew born to lie. Andrew said no. When election called, no one can make no promises. It will be a crime. So when you cannot say what you're going to do anymore, he's against that now. See, when he was telling that, when he was campaigning, it wasn't a crime. Andrew is afraid. So I don't know. All I can say that I hope the people realize Andrew is a trickster. He only tell you what he say you want to hear and you vote for him. He's no good. Andrew is only for himself and his big up friends.
And families.
And friends and family. Can you imagine his son now is a billionaire?
My God.
Huh? And the son never do a strike in their work. not even go and sell newspaper on the street. And now he's a millionaire. And the people just still believe in that goat.
My God.
All I can say, my grandmother, when I was small, used to gather all the little young children, and she would say, learning is better than silver and gold. Silver and gold may vanish away, but a good education can never decay.
Amen.
The trouble with me is, when I went to the UK at 11, I realized my mom and her husband was getting on, and I decided to leave school at 14, going to 15 and work. And I don't regret it, to help my mom with my sister. But at least if I see my name on a bulla bread, I won't eat it.
My God.
So to all Jamaicans, please vote for Mr. Mark Golding and the PNP party. They will keep the promises that they're making. Okay? Have a good day, Mom.
All right. Thank you for calling, Miss Winnie. Big up yourself. Anybody else wants to chime in? Big up yourself, Rosalie. Big up yourself, Bull, Bevan, Brown, Egla, Marjorie, Marcia, Antoinette, Danette, the whole massive, everybody that just joined in the live. A pleasant good morning to you. Thanks for joining. The phone lines are now open. I've spoken for about over an hour now. What says y'all, ABR family and viewers? Chime in, make me wanna say. Big up yourself, O'Neill, Godson. What says y'all, ABR family? The phone lines are open. Y'all can chime in. Let me know what you think.
Mr. Speaker, with a focus on building houses that are affordable to the people, the next PNP administration will take a multi-pronged strategy to tackling the housing crisis. Our first strategy is a set of measures relating to the National Housing Trust. We will stop the annual extraction of the $11.4 billion from the NHT to fund the budget. Mr. Speaker, when this was originally conceived, it was written into the law as a 4-year fiscal measure in the hardest of times, during a tough IMF program when our debt was spiraling out of control. It was never our intention that it would go beyond 2017. This government criticized it very trenchantly when they were in opposition. They even supported a lawsuit, which was ultimately unsuccessful, to challenge it. But then they turned around when they got into government and have extended it for an additional 8 years since 2017, including once again in this budget for 2025-26. Mr. Speaker, we will end this annual extraction of resources from the NHT. Our second strategy is a special National Housing Trust package of benefits for public servants, young people, and low-wage earners. Firstly, public sector workers. They used to enjoy a preferred rate of interest on their NHT loans, but this government took it away. We will restore public sector workers access to reduction in their NHT interest rates. Police, nurses, teachers, doctors, firefighters, indeed all public servants who are NHT borrowers will get back this benefit. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, we will give public sector workers a break when it comes to commencing their loan payments. Currently, when an NHT loan is disbursed, the borrower has to commence payments in the following month. We recognize that buying a home has a lot of other costs attached to it. we will therefore allow our public sector worker a 3-month moratorium period after disbursement of the loan before commencing any loan payments. And that will give them time to recover the expenses they've incurred, to buy some furniture, and to get their place ready to move in. And Mr. Speaker, we have one more goodie for our public sector workers. Currently, the debt service ratio, the DSR, required by the NHT is 33.3%.
What a plan. What a plan.
But where they come from, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back.
ABR family and viewers, the phone lines are open. Share your thoughts live on here. Call in, let me hear what you're saying. The number is 954-288-6467. WhatsApp only.
Send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah, reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if a the prime minister comes out, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah, reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if a the prime minister,
send it back. Anybody wants that one to be pulled up? Me a first it pull up.
send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah, reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse, reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's host, if a garden host, if
One more time, maybe our family. I'm about to sign off right now. Thanks for joining the live. Big up to everybody who joined the live, commenting at the live chat, silent watchers, moderators, ABR members. Big up yourself, Sasha Lee. Big up Fitzroy, Sandra Riley, Carton, Antoinette Green. Big up on yourself. Thanks for the continued support after this one. I am out. For those who want to donate to the channel, can feel free to do so. Bless up the super chat and the super thanks. Big up on yourself. Sending them right back after 9 years. They're not campaigning on any achievements. They're doing blame gaming. We don't want to blame in government. Tell me what you do.
But when it comes out, send him back. Every evil arrow.
Blessed morning, ABR family. You're live on the air.
Morning.
Morning, how you do?
Alright, excuse me, I'm coming up on the road and I said, I hear the car on them and the car is nice in the background.
All right, go ahead, make we hear what you say.
Morning.
Morning again.
As you were speaking about the housing project, people must realize, this is a matter of vision, You see, you have to have a leader with vision.
Yes.
And can support and can do things to the nation. You see, you can't be a prime minister and say you work your own business. You see, this prime minister finds time to do so much business.
My God. One heap of businesses. He started 3 in the height of the pandemic.
Yeah, man. What business I do, man? So you can't find people to country business. So you want the country check around them.
My God.
I'm sure team belly full. And then pick them belly full and then grand pick them belly full. You know, you're the minister come out and say they must have 5 more pick them and grand pick.
True.
I don't like a joke thing them tell you. I feel them plan that, I don't help me. I feel help themselves.
My God.
They want 5 more years. The 5 more years come now. You know what gonna them done with it. Bunch wreck. Them rich. So them can't reach no more.
And then another one say, this term would have been for the people.
Which are people them?
That me I wonder. So I want the first 2 term for?
They're for themselves, man. For them in the private sector.
My God.
But even when it comes to even the houses, you're talking about the houses. If even you get $9 million, the houses that he's building, $9 million that you have to start by for none of these houses.
That's true.
$9 million that you have to buy one of these houses, if some of those houses are $20 million, and if even 2 of you put together, you still can't get it home. It don't make no sense. If you're married and it's a young couple, and 2 want to get together to get a house, 2 can't get the house.
True.
Because when you talk about even to get in the house, you have to look on deposit, closing costs.
True.
You understand what I said to you? And yet still, if both of you putting together, you still got them still cut the money. You're not going to get the whole $14 million.
My
God. You understand me? The people look at them things there.
Definitely.
You're not going to get the whole of the money. You're going to get the whole, you're going to get the whole $18 million, but you're going to get $17 million. So it don't make no sense. And they want about $28 million. But you don't find the rest of money them from.
So I'm tell with some basically I tell with them say indirectly say if a group up with 3 and 4 people to buy something.
Those are what they reach.
Exactly.
The regular man can't afford those houses. The regular man can't afford them houses, also not the regular man.
My
God. They have to put Stewart and then pick them and then grand pick them. We already have houses.
True.
You understand? And a regular 9 to 5 working people like the nurses, doctor, teacher, the man who have self on the streets, I'm not going to host them also. So, the most of the people who already have it.
True.
So we have to vote for a change. We have to vote for the betterment of our country. We have to vote for a man with integrity.
And better for the people,
and
definitely.
In our country now. When I hear the promise of people corruption,
him can't touch it.
In his budget presentation, does he speak about corruption?
Not even at their annual conference.
Do you even say about what corruption, prevent corruption and stop corruption?
You can't touch it.
You can't. You can't. So, you have to look for life like this, man. When a man can't speak about corruption, man. We have to let it, we have to go see where we go our way. Because corruption is what's killing the country.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I say, when the Prime Minister come out, you know, the man was so speak up against corruption. And his main objective was so much against corruption. And he talks so much against corruption. I would never believe that this man could ever follow the Integrity Commission.
My God.
Remember, man, if you have the speech and tell us, in the opposition, you must not
interfere.
With the Integrity
Yes.
Commission.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So how am I doing? And he must lead by example.
And him a do it.
Example, man. And he must do it.
Then him can come tell we no. We don't want to hear nothing from him.
This man said the whole country to court, you know. The whole country to court, you know.
So in the state.
So in the state, you know. But, and this wants to take out illicit enrichment out of our constitution. So, no, tell me now. Why would you want to take out that law if you're not corrupted? Why would you want to take out that law? No, man, things have to change, man. Things can't continue, man.
Definitely.
And as Mark Stewart rightly speak, all the way they started the election was bought out. People can't sell enough votes. You know, the man going to 10 and 20,000 like car, so now I'm going to buy a week and that done, you know. I have the next 5 years to live by, you know.
True. 1 week. You know? A minimum wage, them
1 week that done, you know. And a week, you know.
Yeah.
That done, you know.
That's it.
You have to go to better men. Steer you with them to policies, changes.
True.
Things to better your life. Yeah. So, we have to put ourselves, we have to put the country first and realize that we need betterment to the whole of it. The next thing I want to talk about is the education thing where they must say they can't work a child and be like this their child. But them can't have entertainment allowance. Entertainment allowance. You can't feed prisoner chiefs 2 meals a day. But you can't feed them future. You can't feed the future generation 1 meal per day. Nothing can go so much.
Nothing can go so. So they must show with point blank. They must show with point blank say them not they are not for education.
Last night there was a program where me see a man ask some young youth who just left school. And I was so ashamed and shocked when the man asked the man say how much percent alcohol in water. Some girl and some boy say 80, 70. And they say, then no wonder why with education reach 18%. Because I pay God Almighty don't leave in school.
My God. 80% of alcohol in the water. That depends on them.
And 70%. And all them things them I tell them. And how can a man have to produce alcohol in the water? Alcohol can't be in the water. That is just basic common sense.
Yeah,
so you know that stones secondary school.
My God.
So I'm gonna say at least them people the JLP love that they love to keep your guns. That's how they want to keep it. That's how they mash up education. The people with them, you know, should mash up education system, you know. I know she come from mash up the economy, you know.
And denying that we're in a recession, eh?
Remember, you know, at least lady tell you say, you know, the same tree, and I'm like, I don't see them on a throwback, you know.
Yeah.
By the next 3 years, you know, much inflation now, $72,000.
Then we're not sure the pro box where you talk about the little tie. We sure wait I go pay down pan. Or wait can buy.
You have a bicycle. You have a bicycle that can buy some bicycle.
That,
Some bicycle that cannot buy.
exactly. And that if you know. My God.
So that's to show you how little them think of people and think that we're not sense that we're idiots and we're dumb, that we're fools.
True.
So they want to keep with a way that dumb, fool, and illiterate, and we're not learn nothing, and we don't get them, you can't tell us anything, and tell with the dry eye light in our face, I will believe them, and them can't come with them cheek card tricks, I will believe in them cheek card tricks, and then a spin a magic one, I would have believed what them say at the truth, and then I feel like it's there. So let people see and some dirty people coming here and spread propaganda and going with all the foolishness. These things need to stop, man.
Them can't distract me, brother.
But remain focused to the water crisis there. But the other people are showing them up, you know? But the other people are showing the time that they say, them is the evil, the people that don't mean what I'm good enough.
The truth is the original information. Them can't stand for the truth.
I'm saying, that is just like a man who take up your phone and say to you, say to your phone, say, Nessa, and it's our bell they have a bench, you know, just send 20,000 US come give me, and we clear it to you. I clear it, and you get the vehicle. I see them, you know, you know?
Scammers.
Just like the scammer, you know? Set up water, project, like you get water, the 5 and days no water, and then take up everything and down on the business. Yeah, man. And the same scamming thing, man. That much better than scammer them, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Another time, them, man, same thing, man. Same cheap card, keep something and gin and shit. Them a go out with.
Them a sell some fire.
Yeah, man, they look at it. There's no line or nothing. They say, I set the man and set up. I think, because first of all, you know, if you look at it, you know, if you know about water pressure, you know, is that the connecting in you know, that little stuff internal, you know. If you know what that lick out that I'm about to buy, the water is really a PT. That is just a lie that you know about water, that's all water come with. If you even know somebody time you fight, when you turn that all water, then they fight them. You know water be electric water they fight. That's how they fight them. And that no matter the control by nothing, you know. You understand?
True. I definitely from the tongues. You know, see Ian Eels show it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The man, I'm evil, man. The man, I'm hard evil, man. How can you try to treat the public stuff? And that, and I'm going to show you something, you know. And of the same way people that are London, and the whole entire Jamaica was selected up. This is selected up, something.
Yeah. True. But thank you, my brother. Big up yourself and thank you for calling.
But the whole entire Jamaica was sick. They promised to do something.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the last call. Thank you for calling. Big up yourself, bro.
Man, I'm going to come out to that spin card and that spin doctor and that spin surgery, try dampen the people that mind, like she want to rule the people them, like she want the people them who are, and then you know, watch out for that spin doctor thing and try to about election. This is going to have one impact that come in and shit. Them can't pass the 15th of September. We want him the 15th of September. Parliament dissolved.
Definitely.
Parliament. Just spin and spin like a spin doctor. It's not going to work.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, because, you know, they want the things, you know, to heal up the country, you know, so they can get them agenda going, you know. To get them agenda going, you know. That's why, you know, how she come about war and then something like she was the full country about war or whatever war. So, why she never take the time out to tell the Prime Minister that he's when they're breaking the Constitution? So they're breaking the Constitution. She correct him. But yes, she wants to come out and tell me about election of 2 and 3 X, Y, Z. And him said, I'm complete, you know, because she's like a send out there.
They're trying to confuse us, but we're not gonna be fooled.
She's like a send out there. I said, I'm complete, but she's like a send out there. Yeah, I said, I'm complete, but Jamaican don't give them nothing. They have over you. Don't worry. have it same way. It's when the time is right, just remember that thing that. That's what you're going to make the talking.
Definitely.
That you're going to make the talking for you. So when them go and spin on and do them spin doctor and send out them minions them to go on them for the foolishness. But she need to go now, she need to go back in her constituency and go work on the people them and try and get a quiz with the people them. They're out there and spread fast.
That too late, my brother. That too late.
We know that, man.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, man. We know that too late for she, man. But tell her, man, and it's we have to educate the people them and make the people them know what go on. I have to continue to go and do the good work where I do my girl.
Definitely.
And I give up. And I make them tell them and come and them little minions come tell them and send them a check to you. But them this year, twist them back. I'm afraid of them. None of them alone have mouth. None of them alone know people. That's all them good for, you know.
Bullyism and threat.
Yeah,
never fear, man. Never fear, no time.
And while they want to bully people and they want this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make them bully you.
For real.
See like how Attack Press deal with them. See like how Will Lumsden deal with them. See like how Armatic deal with them, man.
Yeah.
Because them man real income for, you know, and barboon them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot them, you know, not a sense. Dunce.
My God.
And them the starfish and flower of education, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, them man are supposed to learning is better than silver and gold. Silver and gold is vanished away, but a good education was never the key.
Miss Winnie just tell them. But may I take the last call, Bundy? Big up yourself. Thanks for calling.
Alright.
Bless up. Yeah. Rasta man, big up yourself. Go on. I know so you have to come greet the people then before me jump off I live, you know. Big up to the PNP news round. Big up. That's Hot Off the Press new challenge. New channel, sorry.
Big up Hot Off the Press
every time. Yeah.
Rasta. What we are saying now, a house divided by itself must fall, right? And the world know that Andrew Wallace build him house upon the sand, man.
Hold on there, Rasta. Rasta, hold on there. Hey, you see when Rasta come for close out the show, I want to listen, you know, because you see when him come with them proverbs, yeah? Hey, me I tell you, say, when him come with them proverbs, you know, man, I hope now, you know. Give them it again, Rasta.
Man just to know, I say, him build him house upon the sand and him know it and think, you know, see it. And him divide by himself, so him must fall. There is no way. There is no way. Them can't ever hold themselves together. Them don't have no glue in this. Because this is what I'm going to say now. The Integrity Commission come out again with another thing a slap at them. They want to investigate more land and some. I don't know if you hear about that.
Yes, man. I did a video on it yesterday. 12.
Yeah, true.
12 agency.
Yes, you know. So right now, I believe now. I don't know, I believe, because if I know, I'm sure, but no, I believe, so I'm not sure that this person who come to be the head of the Integrity Commission now, well, we have some hope there knowing that they're not going to take any side because of this thing, what comes out that they're going to display, you know. So, you know, what they don't understand is that, you know, God knows we don't sit in and we uprising and him understand the thoughts are far off, you see?
Yeah.
Because I am come all our ways. So him know everything what every single man I do. And these people don't understand, say. I matter of fact, send your people them in Psalms 139. So them can understand what I and I really are.
All right, so 139, Psalm. We have to read it.
Psalms 139. Because Judge has surgery and him know we. There is none. Our eyes are like video cameras to one another. So me just glad say the Integrity come out and slap at them again, and them get beaten from all angles, and them beat themselves because the man never have love, you know, and them can't have love. So me have to have peace and love to the old masses who are listening to the eye this morning and cheer up the mind. And that way I say, God love every time. Rastafari.
Rasta, big up yourself every time.
Love, man. Straight forward.
Give them the piece of slang, man. If the orange is ripe.
When the orange ripe, so I go and choose it.
All right, then.
love the thing where talks and Marky G come out with all of these hopes and plans to deal with the people because it is genuine. So they are in the right, so we could go and juice it.
All right then. Big up your damn self.
Rastafari.
All right.
Straight to scrap. All right, JBI. Love, man.
Respect. Rasta, always with his departing words. If the orange is ripe, we are going to juice it. In the meantime, take it out with this one.
Anywhere he come from, she say me say neighbor. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we say me say neighbor. Turn, reverse the curve.
All people tribe, all Indian man, pick up the cell and send them back after 9 years.
Anywhere he come from, she say me say neighbor. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we say me say neighbor. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said, reverse the curse, yeah, reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse, reverse the order over Jamaica. They come from, send him back, send him back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send him back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we say listen back. Turn, reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody said.